Welcome back to Ozarks Live. Blake, how would you like to be a part of an effort to honor veterans throughout the year?
Sounds like a pretty cool deal to me. And Tom is down in Branson, where Tom is taking a look at the Veterans Memorial Garden. Tom, what do we need to know?
What you need to know, first of all, this Thursday marks the 80th anniversary of the Allies storming the beaches at Normandy to free Europe and keep the world free. You can see just a few of them right behind me. Jana King Evans is with me, and Jana, you're kind of a caretaker for, I guess you might say, hallowed ground right here in Branson.
This is hallowed ground.
Tell me what this is all about.
This is the Veterans Memorial Garden, and it was a dream of Jack Hershon and Ben Kennel, our founder. And years ago, it's land that's owned by Silver Dollar City with these two billboards. But Mr. Kennel said, that's just a weeded old corner up there in Branson, no intersection. Why don't we honor our veterans with flowers?
Not any longer.
No, flowers and flags.
Flowers and flags, and also plaques. It's amazing because you have so many different displays honoring so many different eras. Now, when I was talking about the ones in back, these soldiers, these are the faces of men who stormed Normandy, the beaches there.
That's true. This is World War II faces, gentlemen and soldiers, and the sculptor is from Nebraska, Fred Hopp, and he went to the families and got photos of these young men, and their names are by each of their
It is
statues.
amazing seeing these. Now, also, we're looking at some plaques over here. This also tells a story, and you have a little note that is attached to, I believe, the one we're looking at right now.
I do. That's from John Efting. It's a father of a local here in Reed Springs, and the gentleman in Reed Springs contacted me 1 year ago, and he said our father wrote us a note 2 years before he died in 1994, and I may have read just a little thing. And he had never told his mother, his brother, or his parents anything about what happened on the beaches of Normandy.
Yeah.
But here's a little note. He says, I went into the Omaha Beach on an LCI, landing craft infantry. We went in on the first wave. He was on the first wave in Normandy. I've always told myself that if I wasn't the first man on that beach, I was one of the first. We had 38 men in our platoon when we hit that beach. That night, there were only 17 of us left. Most of the 21 were killed. They did get a few of the wounded back to the ship, and then we got them into the channel. When I came back home, I wanted to tell all of my family, and he waited till 2 years before he died.
That's amazing, and I know the plaques up there, they go all the way back to the Revolution. So you have Revolution, you have Civil War, First World War, just all the way through. And this is a place of contemplation as well for people. It's beautiful memorials, but a contemplative place.
I'm so glad you said that. We tell everyone to stop by and smell the roses, but say a prayer for our veterans, active duty and past. And we have seen grown men cry up here that they are appreciated by our community.
I could understand that. Now, of course, to make something like this happen, it takes effort, it takes people. And I know you're needing some volunteers here. In what way? What types of things can a volunteer do?
You do not have to know much about gardening, but we pull weeds, we plant flowers, we deadhead our flowers. We will teach you how to do that. We are not master gardeners of any sort, but if you enjoy gardening at your own home, you would love this up here. And there's a main reason is because of the people we meet.
Well, even if you don't enjoy gardening, it's a good reason to do some gardening.
And you can just be sweeping the street out here, but it is a wonderful thing when you're up here gardening, and you just saw some folks walk by.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's meeting these families of veterans and
you
veterans.
can see how they are affected as they go through the park. Now, of course, volunteers, donations as well?
We are ran completely by volunteers and completely by donations. Everything you see here is from $1 to more than that, and including plaques and stuff people want to put up here in honor of somebody in the family.
Now, if people do want more information, would like to volunteer, maybe make a donation, is there a place they can go to get this kind of information?
Veteransmemorial.com.
Veteransmemorial.com.
Simply that.
Okay, very good. And I guess I have to say just one more question. If people haven't seen it, where are you located in Branson?
We are at the corner of Roark Valley and 76 Music Boulevard here. And I must say that when you come off the highway and you're a visitor to Branson for the first time, it's one of the first things you see.
Yeah.
And so now we call this the Gateway to Branson.
Gateway to Branson, right here, honoring our veterans throughout the ages. Janet, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Back to you.
I love it.
I love it too. Such a special little place, and she has so much knowledge on that. So that hopefully inspires a lot of people to go and check it out and honor veterans the way they deserve. So
Yeah, Veterans
cool
and
stuff.
Gardens. You can't
Yes.
get it better than that. Well, up next, the music of CJ Newsom.
That's right. We go to the Ozarks live stage right after this.